Welcome back. Celebrating America's 250th birthday, one stitch at a time.
One stitch at a time. Marcy Jones is getting to see America's Tapestry project at Hartford Stitch. She's live there this morning and is getting a lesson to help create it. Marcy, how's it going?
It's going great. You can see it is a labor of love, definitely a passion project. And it's really important because I was just talking with Laura off camera. It's connecting you to this time period, right? You said you're not a Connecticut native, but this has been a really fun way for you to learn about the state. So tell us about that journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first was learning what everything meant on the panel. We're also working with a lot of historical houses, so the Butler McCook House and the Nathan Hale House, Noah Webster, and they often have something to tie in to the project as well. End of September, we're actually going to be at the Nathan Hale House during one of the Coventry Farmers Markets and stitching in the room where Abigail Hale, his mother, made cloth and socks for to send off to war. So it's a very cool connection.
Yeah, and we're so lucky to live in a state where it's so rich with history, and there are still buildings where people slept, and you say, oh my gosh, they were there and they held this in their hands. That's really incredible. And I know that, speaking of holding things in their hands, you want to make sure as many people get to have kind of their imprint on this as possible. So if somebody's watching this and is thinking, you know, I've got a little extra time, I'd love to participate, get creative, what would that entail? You know, maybe they're looking at this and thinking, oh my gosh, I can't possibly do all that. But that's really not what you're asking somebody to do.
No, we're asking for people to sit as long as they want, whether it's 15 minutes, whether it's 3 hours. We are trying to cover the lines that we have on this. That is one of our big things right now. And some of these buildings are being worked on at home.
Right.
But it's pretty simple at the moment. Back stitches, chain stitches. Anybody can do it.
Back stitches and chain stitches?
And chain stitches.
I don't know the lingo. Well, thankfully, I have an expert right next to me. Laura, you have a thread and needle in there right now. Do you want to show us a little something?
Yeah, so the back stitch is really making up the majority of our work on this panel. It is, I have it started, so you go in through a hole that was left, or basically where you ended your last stitch.
Okay.
And then you come back up through the line a little bit further. You try to make them pretty even if you can. You pull it on out, make sure you don't have any loops underneath, and you go back in again.
Wow.
And that's it.
You make it look so easy, Laura.
Well, you know what, it is one of those things that you can do it in many different ways. We had somebody do a back stitch here with some more spaces, and it's all just kind of your own artistry, so everything goes.
That's kind of what makes it so beautiful, especially like a community project like this, because you are getting so many different styles together.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can see everybody's hand in it, you can see different skill levels, and that's one of the things that we really loved about it. Was how it can bring people together like that.
For anybody who hasn't done anything like this before, it almost seems like a meditative process. Do you find it calms you down? Does it bring you peace?
Oh, absolutely. The table down here, see if I can lift it up. That took about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
I put on an audiobook.
Lot of meditation going on for that table.
And just kind of zoned out. And yeah, it's a nice break.
And in the day and age of so many screens and electronics, it must be really nice to make something with your hands. You can see the actual progress that you've made. It's very satisfying.
Absolutely, yeah. Every little section we do, we broke out the hills the other day, and it was just that little bit more of like, oh, we've accomplished this. On to the next.
Is there one piece of this whole scene that you're really dying to do?
I am really looking forward to it.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
You can't really see her. She's under, let's see if I can remove this quickly.
You got it.
There we go. Hannah Bunce Watson.
Yep.
One of our first female editors here. So her face is actually off with the artist, one of the artists who did a lot of work up there. And once that's done, I can finish appliquing on her
She's going to feel so much more complete when she has a face.
So much more complete with a face. And,
I love it.
And a bodice.
And you're almost done with the table, Laura.
I'm almost done with the table. Honestly, I just need to sit and do it.
Exactly. We'll throw in another audiobook. That's incredible. And I know that besides the America's Tapestry project that's going on, you always have all different sorts of sewing classes for all different ages. Tell everybody how they can get the information on that.
Yeah, all of our classes are listed on hartfordstitch.com. There's a registration tab right in the beginning. We send them out by season, so we're working on our fall session right now.
Amazing.
You can find them all there.
Any kind of sneak peek that you guys are working on there? I mean, I can't stop looking at the Hamilton playbill bag. That is so cute.
That was for one of our Broadway kids camp this summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love
So
that
that
there's
was
so many
fun.
avenues that you can take this skill.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do. We have quilting classes, garment classes. We have embroidery classes if you want to learn more stitches than just the back stitch.
Something for everyone.
Yeah, we have specialty workshops. There's a ton up there this year.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. This is really
you.
cool. Guys, check it out.
Unbelievable.
Get down and dirty with your threads. Let's
I
go.
love it. I'd like to
So
learn
cool.
how to embroider.
It looks very cathartic, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, totally.